Hi, my name is Angela, and I have three children that attend Flint Hill, all girls. Olivia, who is in the sixth grade, Sophia, who is in second grade, and Sage, who is in the first grade.
Hi, I'm Laura, and this is my husband Mike. And we have two children currently at Flint Hill. Our daughter Rachel is in ninth grade, and our son Matthew is in eighth grade. So one in the upper school and one in the middle school. And they are both new students to Flint Hill this year. And we've lived in Fairfax County for ever since the kids were young. They started off at our neighborhood public elementary school, and we're both there through fifth grade, and then we switched to a small private K-8 school.
So we were coming back from overseas, from an overseas assignment, and we were exposed to the international school system, and were thoroughly impressed because there we thought that the academics were rigorous, the school classroom sizes were small, and so we definitely wanted to look into those options, and we moved to Northern Virginia. And so that kind of prompted us to consider private schools. Additionally, our daughter was doing so well academically, and so we wanted to keep that momentum going by really having the rigor that we found at the school that she was in overseas. And so we started the process, and we considered three main schools that were recommended by friends and professionals in the area.
When our daughter was in eighth grade last year at this other school, and we talked with her about high school and whether she might want to go to back to public or private. She was very clear that she wanted to continue at a private school rather than public school, and so we ended up applying to three schools, including Flint Hill.
Wow. Well, what attracted us to Flint Hill was the sense of community. Bottom line, that was the biggest impression that we got when we visited the school. In fact, we were taking our oldest daughter at the time because our younger two weren't even of school age yet. And as we went to all the schools, when we were done, our daughter told us right away. She said, "Mommy, I want to go to the school that has the little white house." And of course, that was Flint Hill. And I asked her why, and she said, "Mommy, I have a friend already." And that goes back to what initially really impressed us about Flint Hill was a sense of community. And that is so important and so vital for a child to thrive academically, socially, mentally. And she felt like she belonged.
Our daughter was attracted to Flint Hill by hearing about it at her private school. One of her good friends there, his brother, went to Flint Hill, and there's a fairly strong pipeline of kids that went from her school to Flint Hill. She was attracted to the office hours. She was attracted to the camaraderie, the spirit among the student body. She had, great interview. We had a positive experience. Felt like they wanted to get to know her and to get to know us. We had a fair amount of confidence in the academics of the school, and all of those things kind of added up to Flint Hill being the place for our kids.
So when we were thinking about the schools toward the end, our oldest was invited to two schools, and of the three that we considered. And beyond location, the school, the drive to the school was a factor, of course. Those things were important to us, obviously the program, but it really got down to where I knew my child would thrive. I considered diversity, I considered the programming, I considered The teachers, the classroom sizes. I considered innovation. I wanted a school that was progressive, always looking to improve, always looking to see what was out there. And we found that with Flint Hill.
Thinking back to decision time in March of last year for our daughter, she was really, we were very proud of her. She worked hard and she got into all 3 schools that she applied to. And she, the decision of where to go to school was hers. We told her that from the start, that we were confident that we had a really good a small list of 3 schools, and that she would thrive at any of them, and that we would support her in whatever choice she made. And her heart was, it's like, Flint Hill had her at hello, and dating back to her early exposure in the shadow day, she just had this wonderful sense of community, or she picked that up from Flint Hill, and she wanted to be a part of that. She, I think, really wanted something that felt that was private school, but that felt like public school in terms of its size and the offerings and the sort of mix of kids drawing from different geographical and whatnot areas, and so she did deliberate at the 11th hour. There was another school that was sort of in close contention. I think she had a feeling that she would go with Flint Hill all along, and we told her to just listen to her gut, and so that's where she ended up.